Welcome to Cage TV with Mr. Cage, the home of realities and facts of life. Make sure you don't touch that dial. Mr. Cage and the Cage TV got you covered. Of course, with your brother Mr. Cage, alright? So akanika part 2 ka tour ya ku Northern Province, Kasama in particular. Okay, I think close to 2 weeks now. You remember last time I did put out a documentary on Chimba Falls. That was after we were there, like maybe 5 days into our stay that side. But this one covers like the entire trip, especially Momusevo Filia Panganda na tumotumotu. Right, so obviously some of you still remember accident ya Chitikia train na Likili bus. So this is the point, okay? And we just it was quite bad. But still more punished because this is after we were en route to Kasama. This is like Pika Kasama Road. So it was quite bad, but in a idea track, you mean your train bus. So we just urge all the drivers out there, especially my bus drivers, let's be patient, because I understand that the driver was cautioned by the passengers. They told him the train is hooting this side. No, we know how we beat it. How can you beat it na chifika kale? And so Pika Serenja Road is quite bad. It's quite bad. I think it needs some attention. Though they're working on it, they're patching up here and there, but it needs some serious attention because that's an international route connecting Tanzania and Zambia, and you know how Tanzania, Zambia, that's a great north road, you know how busy it is, so it really needs some like serious attention. But Pika to Kasama, the road is not very bad. Pamwamona panipa chambeshi abaishapa chambeshi lyonsenga twafika pa turashitapoesa, but this time around takwamweneke ponesa vikatwishiringa lyali chitashani twalikachelele ka trip akanoti nokwangala. And so as usual kula bafira dina mumfensala, and so we said weleke ntwiminine ko first tumbe ngaba mancha ko first tona ulekwe mikate na to drink. And so we parked along the road, and then we just had our lunch like right here. I was with my big brother, the priest there, and my kid brother right there. And so nishitrewa na ula kofe to bread hapa kwa alifio tu asote dudu onse kuwomfia fefe. One interesting thing is that when we reached here kuli utuba anotu alepite utuwa natuye skulu tuwakomboka fili yaku skulu. And then my brother was like lekeni tupele kwa banefi yakulia. And then behind the kids was an old man, and then he when he heard that he said, and so he left me wondering if he also became, a pew. And so that really got my attention, So apalombanishi mchibemba tutila tinishture sungamina mkasama. And so ladies and gentlemen, ngamwafika hapa nishi abaishiwa ukasama nikuli I think ekubeba tukumsenga ne msenga shanchani, this is Catholic Church on our right here, some schools. And so Kasama is it's coming up well. Kasama is I can I liken it to Kabwe. Kasama is quite a quiet place. Kasama is a quiet place, cheap life, my fast life, Monday your kids and all of that. I think up until today they do not have a mall like Norway Mall, Twin Palm Mall, Cosmopolitan Mall. They don't have, and so they only have ShopRite. ShopRite has been there like for years. but fortunately enough, they also have now they have Chinese more. Yeah, Chinese more. Yes. So Kasama is quite a slow town, but developments are coming up. It's a good place to live in if you have some businesses around, at least something bringing income. It's quite a good place to live in. Things there are quite cheap, especially foodstuffs. You talk of millet, sorghum, beans. You talk of things like cassava, relatively cheap. Even yeah, like beans, rice, things they are quite cheap, And so Kasama is quite small. Like I think even Kabwe is even a bit bigger because Kasama only have one robot points, like traffic light points. Okay, only one point. Ngamleingia fya pene mukasama, then mwasangama robots, then you turn your right nishi. So apatwa turning napa nishi nipama robots. On our left, this is where Chinese shop, not even more, Chinese shop is, and that's Chinese shop right there, and on our left. And then on our far left there, after that building you're seeing, that's where ShopRite is. Then like on the other side, that's where a mobile city is. The banks are quite many. Filling stations are coming up quite many. And so Zambif is there also, quite notable, and they only have one station like for buses. Kuchukumanino Kulia. How many roundabout they even have? I think it's only one. There is only one roundabout here in Kasama. Yeah, only one roundabout. Roundabout here kunga mwayani shimoya kumfumu kuli mwene Lubemba. And so this was like the following day with just the family. I think taking some time out into town. Kupona kofefyo akasama kaba. Ko twasamika akasoteka abashikuru ababekere apo ero twasatira fe abo pampe mpaka sama twabura twashimpa nefu mu mchimu mtitobere funa tufika. Right, and so we quite had some nice time. Kaitwa elefe na IST, and so kusamuna fe atina kambokola pompolo kasha ntowe ngaka kamoto kachirishan. So let's also ensure that we check it out. Tumone ngataya irishane and stuff like that. And so mbatu parking na pa guys the tire mending gentlemen, so they worked on the tire, they checked it. And so here I was with my kid brother and my nephew here, and so they were basically my two nephews actually here. And so bale kawami akalita fidia naomba magayizo ona bali shu bikwa HBM phone ngalanda. They didn't, can you imagine, they didn't have kaliakanama katifa mugeta mukasungu akanama kaliaka akulashira ko itaya. They didn't have baya for anything shifyo baye bashitokwa kushitata kuli kwa kulomba takuli. Guess what he did? Asendelefe miregeni abika kona mponi glue na mponi chinshi ero ambo kulala samwe itaya. But it worked, though I thought it wasn't like very safe for us, because considering the trip that we had, we needed to come back like to Lusaka, then we also needed to go to Chimba Falls. So twasali chinja feta twavika kulimbi. So basically apa farm, you see, like I was saying, life is quite cheap because ukuta kwa befya injeru atishani kuya fe mchuru mwamboko na ule churu. So tuma brick sutu ninjeru we shonse bana fe panga ndabali tama pa. Then if you look at our farm, ini mpanga yonse kwa fe fimuti so takwa bachani. Actually we are from the village called Kasama. Tuaba mushmwa Kasama. Afuma the likes of Anok Kasama from ZNBC and the brother. So tuwafe panta nshamilungu. It's only our farm that has like a bigger farm like this, Nefimut preserved, because that is quite particular, Nefimut And so this year we've had some tragedies in terms of the loss of lives, and so we took our nephew to just go and check on the graveyard of his father. That's the guy there in a flower check, the one holding his face. Is actually the firstborn of our big brother, and so this is where he's resting now. He's a twin brother, and so basically our family has a place for where we can rest, but then since he's a twin, and so the law or the culture or custom demands that he should be rested next to the hill, and hence so this place is basically for like the twins, regardless of who you are. And so now we are headed to like the family tomb or area or plot where we bury all of our relatives. Okay, and so since this year we lost our nephew who was in a road accident along Polokoso Road, a very good gentleman, and so later on, a few months later, we lost his young sister as well. May their souls rest in peace. That's our priest brother, our big brother there. And so he was saying it would be nice to put tombstones like these on our relatives. I think it's something that we can afford as family. It looks good, and it shows some level of dignity to the deceased ones, And so down there you've seen like our friends a tombstone. Now our graveyards are very different from yours. There's a very huge difference. The graves this side are quite respected, and so Tulanga Nomba, that's our brother, the one that mans or takes care of the farm when we are away, and he was basically trying to show us actually the kids we're referring to, our nephews, are his children. Yeah, his children. Him there, the far end on our the one raising, holding the tree there. Him there. Oh my goodness, look how the one giving sign language there. And so he was basically introducing us to all of the people that are resting in this area. Now the following day, because there isn't much to do when you're this side, so we embarked on a trip. Bambi mwalumfa kwati ba mutima ati mutima walo wa makumbi, the sweetheart of the Nimbas. So we just took like from our place to their headquarters. Their headquarters is in Kasama, actually, very close to our farm. And so we just took some time out to kwenda ko no kuyafika. It was just like part of exercise. Pantansha po tatuafikirepo. But the following day, when I was jogging alone, because I woke up like very early in the morning, I jogged and I reached Pantansha po. And so this is our kid brother. He just woke up nankweka yubunangani. Bale mwanakwati bachiri bali kwa tamaka be alekeni shule kofie chimuti. I know we used to have like so we used to have like serious challenges nga mwana ka motoka mukone ke mwise mpacking ya pasuma padi film tukula sola. So he stamped all of them. He did a great job indeed. And so kwa shirefia ko kada kalikulia, I think he stamped about 3 or so. He did a very commendable job. Now this was on Sunday, like the last Sunday, because the first Sunday I didn't go to church. Now iye nanjebelawe nalaya nje mpepeko, because I hadn't been with the Catholic Church for over 30 years, but I was amongst them. I enjoyed the service. My brother, being the priest, is the one that was conducting the service. So to abwela fiapanomba nishitoeli yako akabwali and things like that. Kalanchi uyu guys uyu mwipo weso bele no anko inenda tiabola, so mfike mwise muntambe chebele mwimo waboni mweta muni planga fe mweta mwapoema na no emona haba ine anko njeno omuntu ule amutea bola akabwali agede kabika kusowa mano ati awe footfly katwai kutta kabwali agataka ishuke nako kokalaya abantu baloma masembyo kutabangala. Okay, and so I just took some time out nje no twetambe kona bola kanshukwire kai being a Sunday ngamwamfwa chile wano alianda takashira katondo kashiraka. I wish I remembered nganalipita mfamu na miranga feel like exactly tuno tushira eto bachita refer to as akashira katondo. So apani shindete nte mukanomba ngamwamona paso pali muchubemba twita tumushitu. Yes, I think in English it should be the stream, you know, a stream. And so there is like a stream here. You can see even a filia emoya pita ya lepoma nombecho abantu abengi balubira pantu mamona utunshira twingi kambi kaleyo okona kapasu kiroku ako kambi akaleyo aya mensha aya emushituyu okukulinshira nomba ine mfiro kulungame ndeya avye kusanga vya ati china bepa ensoka mumusebo yaba poshani yo iwe ifwe itwa eta chani abene betati atifu afwa mchibemba katushinge puff hada mchisungu then nakanali amutamba ka bola kufira kufefya nsoko kufika fika mukutamba bola. Fortunately ile twale tamba ka bola itimu yalete ya momwe pondi nishina bachitashana baleri leading 1-0 coach nafu atfingishire kwa fike kwa man. That's my nephew there were crossing a kabola. And fortunately I just watched this game like halftime, up to halftime, the first half of the entire game. And so my nephew scored because he's the top man, and so he scored twice by John Brona to 1. I was very excited. Not okay, can't chef machira dira kabwali ba mafire moneka. You see? And so this is, you know, in places like this you understand how valuable football is. Because takwa about activities, they are not recreation centers. There is no way you can go like to chill, or let me say there are quite few places, and most of them are not even affordable. So umlombo ni farm like mwes. All of this area is in our farm. Namonate ni farm yonse imit shadi badi sunge mit umumu ine mwes umu barapanga injerwa fili batama like I showed you. But they know how to keep trees, I'm telling you. They know how to preserve trees. So this area mpangange can never, you know, run short of insokanga shiria. Amafu afwangare. Chibemba chene nikamba icho nilulankula chibemba sopano chija chinali chibemba chakwasu, you know, Kasama. So mitengo ziliko. I think trip in anniversary because I wish I just had like enough time kunkala komweuku chukwa ungankale nantawi ya Itali ndi tuyolingalira mzintu zambiri ungankale chabe munyansi wa mtengo kusatira liwi lambuye kutumvele kuti ambuye kodi mululankula chani ungacheze naye mu malemba yake mumweumu. Be very interesting, you see what I mean. So apatata this I think tatandala papa kalekani lomba panu tibwerere chabe kwasu kukalale kai namvera kuti kalale ba pyanga ukumanje bangwerebesya kalale ya chitangwerebele. I think big up to the government. Our town has really not lived to its expectation in terms of standard of cleanness, but always the challenge has been where to take those people. Where are they going to be trading from? The best is always that you find a suitable place for them. Mama obwafe waopa ego ya kwebati babunkana fena abantu nga babunkana nabantu and then bashita abantu bashita so nga mwasenda abantu mwaya tuwala kulya kukamwala kulya nani wala ya kukamwala mukuyashita pantu nenga ndifo kushita beoti mtown nishipanga plana na ya mkushita. So we need to seriously think about these people, their well-being and the welfare as well. And so family, this has been your brother Mr. Cage right here on Cage TV on our northern province tour, Kasama in particular. So shalom shalom, God bless you, uzamuzi wa Yesu.